Hey everybody, welcome to this this playthrough of 20 Minutes Till Dawn. I want to show you what I think is the most broken build I've seen in this game. Uh, if you're having trouble beating, starting to beat some levels here, and really get into the game, I want to show you this build because it's guaranteed to bring you some wins. It's centered around using this character here, Spark. Spark's bullets have a chance to deal 50% or have a 50% chance to call down lightning on impact that deals 5 damage. And this build is going to be all about calling down lightning as fast and as often and as hard as possible. Now, this build gets really nuts when we add in the synergy with Firestarter to get overload, because any burning character is going to explode when hit by lightning. So we want to get burn out there on people. We want to get lightning out there on people. So how are we going to get as many rounds down as possible to make that happen? The dual SMGs. They're going to fire quick. We got 24 rounds that we can shoot before we have to reload. So how do we maximize that? We're going to go for fire rate. And we're going to just start spraying bullets constantly, just like a chain gun coming out of this character. And then from there, we're also going to look to get the Frostfire synergy, which is going to burn, and it's going to freeze people. It's going to burn them. We're going to have more lightning. We're just going to go nuts. And when this build gets really silly is once we've got it fully online, we're going to have essentially infinite ammo. We're never going to have to reload. We're just going to hold down the shoot button and we're going to just rain waves of lightning down on every enemy on the screen. So let's get after it. All right, some people may hate on this, some people may not, but I like to use the spacebar thing toggle on so it auto aims for me because I don't feel like moving my mouse. I like to just click and run around WASD. You'll also notice I have the Holy Shield rune turned on, so I will take one hit before I lose any health. I highly recommend you unlock that rune if you're having trouble with the game because it's nice to not take any damage. All right, so right off the bat here, Vitality. We're not going to take this at all until maybe way late in the game. We already have everything else we might need. We're not going to get hit. We're good at this game, right? Divine Wrath. Going to call down lightning to strike random nearby enemy while Holy Shield's active. If you're running with the Holy Shield on like I am, this is great. Take Aim is pretty cool because it builds into Assassin later in the game. It also builds into Penetration, which we may want at some point. Magnetism is purely, I take it when I'm feeling lazy, so I don't have to move around as much, but it's really not needed for this run because we're going to kill everything so fast, we're never going to be in real danger. And then there's Double Shot. One more projectile, plus 10 spread, minus some bullet damage, and it builds in later to Fusillade, which is pretty cool. Fanfire is not that great for us because eventually we're not going to have the last ammo for when we go infinite, and shooting a bullet behind us isn't that great, but later in the game it could be cool. But I do like taking it early game, just to get the extra projectile out there. The minus 10 to bullet damage doesn't matter because all we're doing with this build is using our bullets to burn people and proc lightning. So we're going to take this because we have more projectiles and more spread, which means we're going to hit more people, we're going to get more burn down the road, we're going to get more lightning calls. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take Double Shot. And from there, we just kind of keep farming. Oh, thought I killed him, but he almost touched me. This is a really good run to do, I really like using this build for the achievement Nimble, where you do a whole run without taking any damage. That's where I got it first, and it works pretty well with this. Here's the first one we have to take, Electromage. Why do we have to take it? Because it builds into Electromastery, which is the first half of the synergy that we're going for here. So we're obviously going to take this. Every second shot, we're going to call down lightning on a nearby enemy for 22 damage. We have 24 rounds, and we're building fire rate, which means every second shot is going to be very, very often. So it's a no-brainer. In this situation, it doesn't matter what other card we have to pick from, you're always, always, always going to take that. So that we just kind of keep the farm up. And we just keep leveling. The only parts for this run, let's see what else we have here, is Divine Wrath, which I talked about. It's great if you have the shield. I'll probably pick it up at some point. Dark Arts, we really don't need. Curse damage deals equal 200% of your bullet damage, but we're going to take a lot of negative bullet damage modifiers, so we're never really going to get the full effect. Power Shot is cool. I liked it. for the knockback, and then I like Reaper rounds later for the piercing. The thing is, Big Shot is kind of useless to us because we're not going for bullet damage, and Power Shot. Oh yeah, so what the heck? Splinter is cool, but it's bullets dealing 10% damage of an already lower modified bullet damage, so it really doesn't help us that much. We take this later in the game when if maybe we're getting overwhelmed and we want to just shove stuff back, we're going to take it for the knockback and not for anything else. Vitality, remember, we don't care about. Quick Hands. We don't care too much about the reload rate. It's important early, but eventually we're going to go infinite. What we like about it now is the fire rate. More rounds we put out, more lightning we put out. We're going to take it. And we just keep the farm. And you can see we're already just chewing through these waves. Just that little bit of electric already that we picked up is enough to, that extra 22 damage to a nearby enemy is just chewing them up. Electro Bug. This is also a no-brainer right now. Why? Again, we're building towards Electro Mastery. What does Electro Bug do? He calls down lightning to strike 2 nearby enemies. That's going to be very, very big late game. So we're going to take that right now. And now, even if I'm not shooting, the bugs are still calling down lightning. Still doing damage. One pro tip, if you're struggling to win this game, it was something I learned the hard way as I was struggling to win, is the trees do damage. Don't touch the trees. As far as I know, you cannot kill the trees. All right, here we go. Energized. This is a really good one. It's in the same tree. It also helps build towards Electro Mastery, but when lightning strikes an enemy, there's a 20% chance to automatically refill free of your ammo, which essentially means, right, at its core, every 5 lightnings, we have a chance to automatically refill free of our ammo. There's going to be a point very, very soon where we are going to be calling down lightning dozens at a time, and we will go infinite with our ammo. So this is a huge one for us to take. The sooner we get this online, the sooner we have to stop worrying about anything with reload rate, because we will never, ever have to reload. For right now, we will, because we're not quite there with all the lightning yet, but this is starting off to be a very, very strong run to RNG. You can make it through following this general build strategy and still win the run. What do we have? Vitality, we're not going to take. Evasive, not going to take. Magnetism, we talked about. It's only if you're being lazy. Fanfire, we talked about. It's kind of poop, but it's cool when it builds into Fusillade. But right now, we're actually going to take Ghost Frame, and I'm going to tell you why. It summons a frame that rapidly shoots projectiles for 8 damage. That's not a lot of damage. It doesn't do burn, it doesn't do lightning. But Ghost Wizard does inflict burn and triggers our on-hit effects, which means he's going to apply the burn that we're looking for to help us with our overload synergy later. And he's going to trigger our on-hit effects, which means he's going to call down lightning. So we're taking Ghost Friend just to build him to Ghost Wizard. Like, I don't care at all about the 8 damages he's doing right now. I care about what he's going to do for us down the road. Absolutely force multiplier, the unsung hero of this build. The sung hero is obviously going to be the synergy we pull later, if we can start to get some of those cards. But the little Ghost Friend's pretty sweet. Boom, Electro Mastery, absolute no-brainer. There's nothing else here that's even close to being as valuable as this, because now that we have this, we're only looking for Firestarter, and after we get Firestarter, we're eligible for that Overload Synergy card. And then once that pops, the run's over. You've won. The only spot, as we come to the first boss here, I think, the only spot in the game that we actually have to not just autopilot everything is when the mobs come that start to shoot the little red octagon things at you. We will have to move out of the way. But other than that, this build completely plays itself. You'll see in the last 2 minutes of the round, I'll just stand in one spot. Look how fast the boss died. That was nice. Now check this out. Every 3rd lightning strike deals double damage and generates 1 ammo. This again helps us towards going infinite. So obviously we're going to take this. And we're going to level up. Let's see. Haste is cool. It's got fire rate. Take aim. can be cool because it builds into Assassin later. Fresh Clip is reload rate, which at this point we're hoping we don't have to reload for too much longer. Armed and Ready is cool for the extra ammo, but even with 24, we can still go infinite. And Split Fire shoots behind us. We're not really doing a lot of damage behind us. So we're going to take Haste because we want that fire rate. That's what we're looking for here. The move speed's great too because there's options later to sort of convert your move speed into overall damage, which is cool. So it's cool for now, but we're really hyped on it for the fire rate. The faster we shoot, the more lightning we come. Lightning, 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 lightning. This is all about is how fast can we cause lightning. Eventually it's important that we cause burn as well. So we'll have to do some creative stuff to up our burn. But for right now, it's all about lightning. Like you can see there, I'm not even shooting and people are dying. We're going to take Pyromage here because Pyromage's going to build into Firestarter, which is a big one that we want. And our bullets have a 50% chance to inflict burn. Best Friends is pretty cool because it increases our fire rate by 10, but it's not part of the synergy. So we're going to stick with the synergy for now. Synergy is the key. That's really when the game and the build are fully realized, is when Overload is up. Frostfire is great. You can win without it. Generator is great. You can win without it. And realistically, you can win this run following this build trying to get to Overload. But even if you don't hit it, this build is still very, very strong. Going so heavy into lightning. That it really shouldn't matter. All right, Power Shot we don't need. There's Ghost Wizard. There's the burn I'm talking about. So we're going to take that. We're sort of getting to the point now, I'll probably talk about it again later, where I really wish I had picked up Magnetism just so I don't have to run so much to pick up the XP. Because eventually, I mean, like this, mobs aren't even getting close, but I still have to run to where they were to pick up the XP. And it's just super annoying. The next boss that we fight is that little dog thing that charges. He's one of the harder parts of this run just because that charge is super annoying. We don't really ever need to focus on him because we're going to be doing enough damage around him that he will die. But you definitely need to keep an eye on him because that charge hurts. There he is. Man, I don't know what I call him. That charge move, it smacks. So we're going to focus on killing him. Oh, that was very, very fast. All right, let's see what we've got. Tone of Elasticity, Bullet Bounce. That's something to think about. Bullet Bounce is cool because that's hitting more target, which is more procs. We don't care about the loss of bullet damage. Vitality, this is also one that's it's good to take. There's nothing better. Max HP, we don't need more than 3 to win this, but I'll take more. And we don't care about the minus dodge because we're probably not going to get hit. Tome of Power is a throwaway for us. Bullet damage plus 50, we don't care about bullet damage. Bullet size plus 100, we don't care about our bullets. The piercing is nice, but am I willing to sacrifice 25% fire rate for that? Absolutely not. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Tone of Elasticity because I like the idea of the bounce a lot. There is one tome you can get, maybe we'll get it next time, that increases like burn, freeze, and lightning by like 35% or something. You obviously take that when you get it. Okay, so here we're now at an interesting choice. Split Fire we don't want. Divine Wrath I'll take later. In case you're trying to follow along with this and you don't have the Holy Shield rune. If you do, you take Divine Wrath. Glare is cool, but we're not worried about that because ideally, eventually we're killing stuff before it's even within our vision range. We're torn here between Vengeful Ghost and Frost Mage. Now, why are we torn? Well, Vengeful Ghost is sweet because it's extra projectiles, and they're eventually, once we get Ghost Wizard, gonna proc more lightning and more burn. Frost Mage is great because Frost Mage builds into Frostbite. Frostbite helps us towards our next synergy. In this situation, I'm gonna go for Frost Mage. The reason I'm not gonna go for Vengeful Ghost, even though I like the extra projectiles, is that they're still not burning and they're still not doing my on-hit effects from the Ghost Wizard. If I had Ghost Wizard, I'm definitely going to the Vengeful Ghost. But because I don't, I'm going to go with this in favor of building towards another synergy. You can also shoot the corner of this little lightning cage they put you in, and it'll blow up eventually. You can go out, as it's not. But if you watch my ammo too, you'll see it going down, but it's going down quite slowly. Eventually it will just stop going down. It'll go to like 20, 30 and it just pop right back up. We're gonna refill so quick. But we're not quite there yet. We will be there soon. We will be infinite before long. I can assure you of that. Alright, here we go. Down free. These guys are the only ones we have to worry about right now, are the ones that shoot the little red shapes. We have two options, and one is to like get good at dodging them at the last second. The other option is to just pay attention and get out of the way quickly. All right, there's our Frostbite, and that's what we're going to take because that's building towards the next synergy. Holy Arts doesn't matter because it doesn't proc till after your last ammo, and we're hoping that we never run out of ammo here very soon. Armed and ready, again, it's reload rate and max ammo, and we're hoping to about have to reload soon. Summon attack speed, this could be cool later game. Maybe once the ghosts are proccing our stuff, but for right now it's useless. And I want to go without Divine Wrath for now, just in case you don't have Holy Shield. And Frostbite is big for us on our synergies. Right now we're just lacking behind in the fire abilities that are going to do the burn, and I'm going to build both towards the Frostfire and towards the Overload synergy. So we're just going to keep leveling up. Eventually the RNG will be in our favor and we'll get those. But as you can tell right now, even with just what we have going, we're very, very strong. We haven't been in any danger. We haven't taken any damage. Everything is just super under control. Boom, Vengeful Ghost again. Divine Blessing we're not going to take. I do like the move speed, but the reload rate, the pointless. This one here is again just reload rate. We're not going to take that yet because I don't have to. And you may have your own with the rune. Vitality, I don't care about HP. I'm not going to get hit. Vengeful Ghost we will take. We wanted to wait till after Ghost Wizard, but because there's nothing else good on the board, we'll go ahead and take it now. It's not a bad card. It's not a bad option. It's still more lightning coming down eventually. It's a good setup for later. So I'm happy with it. I could be happier if I could get some of the fire stuff we want, but this will have to do for now. If you keep an eye on my ammo, you'll see now it's not dipping lower. It's just staying full. So we just run around. And this is the point I said I'd talk about it later, but this is the point where magnetism starts to pay off, because I'm just going to hold down the shoot button so I can kill everything. But I'm so slow and I have to run around and pick all the stuff up. All right, there's Firestarter. So now we have everything we need for Overload. So we're just waiting for that card to show up in our choices. Once that does, this round is as good as over. I have gotten it this early in a run before, and then it's taken me forever. I've gotten, the conditions for it this early before, and then it's in the last minute I finally get the synergy. So we're gonna hope we get it a little bit earlier and we can really start messing stuff up. But if we don't, we're still very, very, very strong. Intense Burn we're going to take because that is our Frostfire synergy. So now we have all the stuff we need for the top two synergies that we're looking for. So if we can get really, really lucky, I can just sit back, have a drink, and hold down the mouse button for a majority of the rest of this. I just have to dodge the little shapes. The only other boss that's going to give us any potential trouble is the one that shoots out the little pinwheel of laser beams. That dude sucks. He's mostly just annoying. It's very beatable, but those shapes hurt. And there's Overload. When lightning strikes the enemy that is burning, create an explosion that deals 25 damage. Now remember, we're trying to burn everything. We have lots and lots of lightning coming down, and we haven't even gotten to our maximum lightning yet. So this is going to be going off. So obviously, we will take it. Bring on the screen shake, baby. Shake and bake. So they are baking because they are burning. There's a movement speed thing we can get later too that'll cause burn on enemies, which is kind of funny to take. Oh, and there's Frostfire. When you inflict freeze, you also burn. So now, this is a wrap. I'm just gonna leave this. I could just stand here. I could stand here and wish I had picked up magnetism like 6 times and all the stuff it builds into, because I don't have to move anymore. We will have to move for one boss and the dudes that shoot projectiles, but for the most part, this is all she. Soothing Warmth is an interesting choice, and I say that because we're going to inflict burn a lot, so even though it's 0.05% chance to heal us, it will heal us. The problem is I don't plan on getting hit 3 times, so I'm not going to take it. So we'll do the others. Dodge is cool, but I'd hope to not be in that situation. The Dragon Egg is neat. You have to wait 3 minutes, but it does start doing some damage later. 11 minutes left, we'd get him at 8 minutes, which does give us a significant amount of time with him. It also means we're going to have the option to get these down here, which is going to be more damage every 60 seconds, even while he's in his egg. And same thing with this one. So we might consider picking up the dragon, because he will have a chance to scale considerably before he's even out. We have Fresh Clip. It's useless. We've got infinite, so we don't need to worry about the reload rate. Magic Spear is cool, but it doesn't really at all fit into this build, so there's no need to take it. So we're going to take Dragon Egg, because I'm not worried about dodge. I'm not worried about my health. This is pointless, and this doesn't make any sense, so we're going to go with the Dragon Egg. He'll just kind of float and hang out with us for a little while. And then once he pops out, I'm willing to bet the next few boards are going to give us, the stuff to help him level up quickly while still in the egg. Because it always seems to be like that. Here's where we start getting stupid. It's Flashbang. We're taking Flashbang. Every 10th shot, launch a wave of lightning strikes and deal 22 damage. Now, with Frostfire, we're burning everyone that we freeze. With a lot of our other stuff, we are burning everybody. And now, because we have Overload, when a lightning strike from one of those burning people, they explode. So every chance we have to put more lightning on people, we're going to take. And just like that, this run is going to be the most boring 10.5 minutes of the rest of my life. So if you're watching this, I encourage you to keep watching it, because it helps me out greatly if people watch my videos for longer. But leave it up and go do something else, because for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be just dodging little red projectiles and slowly moving in a circle to pick up XP. This run has been long. We could pick up the generator synergy if we really wanted to, and I might mess around, just see what happens with it. Ice Shard is pointless. We won't have a last ammo. Magic Scythe, whatever, 40 damage. Bullet damage is knockback. We don't care about bullet damage. We're never going to have a last ammo. Oh, but plus 25% fire rate, you say? Which means I can do all of my lightning moves way faster? Yes, please. It's runs like this that have me pretty convinced you can't kill the trees. I haven't researched it. I'm trying not to. But I'm pretty sure you can't kill trees, because this build should be able to just kill trees. Oh my god, we just reloaded. And I think it's because there's no enemies on the screen for us to kill. Everything is dead before it gets anywhere near us. So that's kind of wild. This is so broken. If you can think of any other super broken builds, let me know, because as much as I love trying hard, I also like when stuff is really broken. We're going to take, alright, Fanfire we're not going to do because we're not going to have the last ammo. I'm not worried about health, so I'm not taking this. No one's behind me, my bullets don't do anything anyway, so I'm not taking this. I could take Divine Wrath to call down some lightning on folks because I have my Holy Shield, but at this point, I'm already doing so much damage, I don't need it. So I'm going to take Magnetism to help me just be lazy and not have to move quite as much. I'm still going to have to move, but it'll be more effective, so I'll get more XP for the bits that I move to. So yeah, the next boss is going to come out and be an absolute waste of time. He doesn't do anything, I don't think. I don't know, because we're going to kill him so fast. But he's like this big COVID virus molecule looking thing. So we're going to smoke him, and then it'll be the next boss. Does the pinwheel. And then the final boss is a joke too. We're going to brutalize him for a little bit. He's going to put some circles on the ground that we're going to get out of the way of. And he's going to die. Because we do a stupid amount of damage. It would be quicker. Like, if there were more ads during his fight, like more mobs to kill, his fight would be even faster. But it's just him. Alright, what do we have here? Train Dragon. See, this is what I'm talking about. 10% attack speed every 60 seconds. We take that now. By the end of the game, he's going to have 80% more attack speed. That's a lot. Shatter. Enemies affected by freeze explode when killed to deal damage to nearby enemies equal to 7% of their max HP. Best Friends, which is fire rate. Rubber Bullet, which is fire rate and bounce. Holy Art. I'm torn between these three. I like the bounce because that's going to be more hits. I like fire rate because I like fire rate. This one here, this one here is also 10%. But our Ghost Friend's attack speed is increased by our fire rate. I like Shatter because the enemies affected by freeze, which as we can see when we look around, people are. When they blow up, 7% of their max HP is converted to damage to nearby enemies. That's a good one. I don't remember. Did we pick up Ghost Wizard? I don't think we did. If we did, if I knew we did, I'd pick this. But I don't know if we did, so I'm going to take this. And then I'm going to look. Oh, we did. Damn it. I should have taken the other one. All right. Next time, we're going to take the other one. I took this one this time because at least my bullet bouncing I knew was going to cause the procs, and I wasn't sure if the Ghosts was. If I would have known the Ghosts one would have, I would have taken that. For sure, because I like the extra fire rate. Do I think he'll come up again? I do. I think we'll have an opportunity to get that again this run. Oh look, see? The boss died, we didn't even notice. And I'm kind of scared because it's very close to that tree that I told you will do damage. Probably gonna get hit. Now check this out. Lightning Strike also inflicts burn for 3 seconds. So those waves of lightning we see, if it doesn't kill them, it's going to burn them, and the next wave they will explode. We are stopped. And the dragon is due out in 1 second. There he is. We didn't train him up at all, but whatever. We did fine without him. I think we'll still be fine without him. But it's cool to have him. I think we really only upgrade him if we don't get anything else. Otherwise, he's just going to be our pet dragon. What do we have? Recharge. Pickup range. Every XP has a 10% chance to refill 1 ammo. Okay, all right, let's think about this. Soul Shield, not going to take. Glare, don't care. Age Dragon, 15% damage every 60 seconds. We have 7 minutes, 43 seconds left, so that'd be a lot of damage. Pickup range, 20%. Every XP pickup has a 10% chance to refill 1 ammo or summon damage by 30%. I'm not worried about the summon damage because we're only here to call down fire and burn people. Don't care about Glare, don't care about us. So which one of these two do I want? Age Dragon is cool. The problem is, we're only here to cause burn and rain down fire. The dragon shooting harder doesn't do that. But the 10% chance to refill 1 ammo makes sure that we can stay infinite. So we're going to take that, and the pickup range will give us more levels a little bit quicker, so we can just start getting really silly. That was kind of a tough choice, but I think we made the right choice there. We'll find out. See, when I first started playing the game, I was kind of struggling to understand like how to win. It's pretty tricky at first because, you know, which hero do I use? Which weapon do I use? All that kind of stuff. This is absolutely broken. The fact that it's a 50% chance to call down lightning and I can shoot this fast with this many bullets and essentially go infinite with my ammo. I instantly beat Darkness 0, which we're playing on now. 1, 2, and 3, and then I went to bed. I have no doubt in my mind that this build can take you as far as you want to go. Excitement. This All right, let's walk through these. Let's start on the other end. Magic Spear, we're not going to take, doesn't fit the bill. Siege, shooting when standing still has 40% chance of not consuming ammo. 1, we're going to be moving around. 2, we don't care about consuming ammo because we're regenerating it so fast. Watch and Learn is cool. I like the 30% pickup range at this point because why not? I'm lazy. But the vision range doesn't give us anything. Fanfire, when shooting your last ammo, we can stop there if we're never going to have that. Excitement. This is fun, and I am excited. Pickup range by 30%. Cool, we'll level faster. After picking up XP, which we're going to do a lot because we've been building to this, gain 50% fire rate, which if you remember is what we really want, for 1 second. I'm willing to bet that we pick up an XP every second, and we will be firing stupid fast. So let's see. Yep, we're firing stupid fast. At this point, we do have some situations where guys are getting a little bit close to us, so I think if we had the opportunity to grab Power Shot or something just for the knockback, we'll take it just to feel more comfortable, but it doesn't matter. Like I'll stand still for a second and nothing is gonna happen to me. But it's just a nice safety net to have, just to make sure that nothing crazy happens to us. In case because times like this where I can't see what's going on, maybe it's because I'm old and I have bad eyes. Actually, eyes are pretty good, but sometimes I find myself, I'm like, why am I getting hit? It's because I've stuck myself into a tree. No. Here's what I was talking about. This is the last synergy that really worked well in this character. Generator. When you gain ammo, also gain 35% fire rate for 2 seconds. If you'll remember, we're constantly gaining ammo, which means that 2 seconds will be infinite for the next 6 minutes and 9 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and take that. We're just absolutely dominating. This is the build. This is fully online. The only way this could get any stronger, and maybe I'll do it, is to take that shield that does the extra 22 lightning damage for having the holy shield up. But if you have that rune, you absolutely take that. You probably take it earlier in the game. If you don't have that rune, don't pick it up, because as you can see, we're not starving for an extra 22 damage every second to one enemy. It's going to be me taking it just because there's nothing else that seems funny. All right, Scythe, nope. Clip, nope, because it's reload. Trainer, summon damage, don't care. Dark Arts, we don't do bullet damage, so that 200% wasted. But I do like this. Enemies affected by freeze explode when killed and deal damage to nearby enemies. We're going to take that because we are freezing lots of dudes, as you can see, and those will add up and just be explosive damage. Which means we don't have to worry about anything ever because we're wildly overpowered with this broken build. I wish there was like an accelerate time function. I've been playing a lot of Vampire Survivors. You check my channel, I have a few world records. Yeah. And you can play on hyper mode and furry mode, and it just like speeds everything along. Could really go for some of that right now because as much fun as it is just raining death down. Oh, here's that boss I hate. Cool, what's up, dude? I think if we rotate counterclockwise, we rotate with his beams. I also don't know how this mechanic really works, but if you just like stay away from him, he doesn't shoot his beams, which is kind of cool. All right, what do we have here? Take aim, bullet speed, magic lens, soothing warmth, fresh clip. All right, remember, we don't care about spears. We don't reload. Soothing warmth, we don't care about taking damage. Magic lens is kind of cool, especially if we don't need take aim. So let's talk about magic lens. It gives all bullets that pass through it 300% damage in size. It's also increased by your summon damage. Our summons, I guess, we haven't really spec'd into it. I'm going to take magic lens here, not because I care about the 30% of our 6 bullet damage, but because I want to show you how it works. I was very hesitant to take this early when I first started playing because I didn't understand how is it going to work. We're not going to use it effectively or efficiently here, but I'm going to take it so you can see it. You can see there's now a little red crescent around my shield. Well, the boss is dead. Hang on, I'll tell you about it in a second. Tome of Rage, look at that. Damn. We're going to take that. 66% fire rate. We love fire rate. 60 spread. We're going to hit more targets. Don't care about the bullet damage. Don't care about the minus on knockback because everything now is going to die a lot. Triple your base max ammo. We're talking 72 ammo. We will certainly never have to reload. Tome of Power we don't care about because it's bullet damage and size. And we don't care about Tome of Summoning. And I also don't remember what I was just talking about before we killed the boss extremely quickly. But it's probably not important. Oh, it's this red crescent. I was talking about how the lens works. Every bullet that passes through it, whether it's you or your summons, just deals 30% more damage. Plus any summon damage increases. It's cool if you're maybe a character that cares about bullet damage and you want to use it efficiently and position yourself right. But with this build, we're just filling the screen with particle effects. I don't even know what's going on 90% of the time anymore, so it doesn't really matter. I just took it as an educational thing so you could see what it looks like. I never took it when I first started playing because I didn't know how it worked. I read the tooltip, but we're always reading tooltips and it doesn't have to make any sense. To me, it didn't. Oh, there's a boss down there, I think. Yeah, or an elite. He's going to be dead in like half a second. God, we hit hard. Ice shards, we don't shoot last ammos. Walk speed. Soul hearts, we don't care. Vision range, we don't really care. Magic sight, we don't care. So really, all right, do we care about this one for the extra pickup range? Do we care about this one for the walk speed? Both of them affect my laziness. I'm going to take the walk speed. Just because. Because now it's a question of, do I just want to pick it up further away or do I just want to walk to it faster? The whole choice was literally me just being lazy as hell. So check this out. Lightning damage plus 50%, bullet damage minus 25. What if I said this whole run? We don't care about bullet damage. We care about lightning damage. So we're going to take this. And we're going to just vibe for the next 180 seconds. In the wind. All right, power shot for some knockback. We don't care. Dragon, he's not going to be alive much longer anyways. We're about dead. We're done. This one's interesting. Increase bullet damage and move speed by 10% every 10 seconds. Max 40 resets when you get hit. We're not going to get hit, so we know we're going to have 40% move speed and bullet damage. Don't care about the bullet damage, but the 40% move speed is pretty sick. We don't deal bullet damage, so the curse is pointless. And Divine Wrath, at this point, I don't care about hitting one enemy for 22 damage. So we're going to take in the wind, mostly because that 40% move speed bonus will be pretty cool. Why? Because, again, lazy, and at this point, the run is boring. There might be one more chunk where they shoot stuff at us. I hope there is, otherwise the next 3 minutes really is. I could use AFK with the mouse button taped down or something. Let's see. I'll just stand here for a second, and when I start getting shot at, I'll start moving again. Or if I need some XP. I want to get some XP. I won't. What? Alright, we don't need to reload. We don't do bullet damage. Alright, we do have summons, so we do take that. Don't care about reload. And I don't really care about the movement speed at this point. I don't care about this. Let's take the summon damage, just because. Make our dragon happy. It also does affect the holy smokes. Okay. I think why Rydat was so strong when it first came out is because the magic shield that is now an additional 30%, and our summons are shooting through it. So that's pretty cool. Alright, pulsing summons. Summon damage 20%, and they deal 50 damage to nearby enemies every 2 seconds. That's our strong contender. We're not going to take this, again, because what's 22 more damage? Increases summon damage by 1% after every 15 enemies killed. That could actually be really cool. That could be really cool, because I don't know how many enemies were killed, but it seems like a lot. And that's 1%. Blazing speed. This one, had we gotten this earlier in the game, I would have taken it. Not because I care about the move speed so much, but because the inflicting burn on nearby enemies as you run is pretty cool. As we're looking to apply more burn, but right now it's not important. Soothing warmth we don't want. I'm torn between Feed the Beasts and pulsing summons. Let me think. So We get 1% for every 15 enemy killed. For 20, we would need to kill 300 mobs. Do we have 300 mobs left in the game? Maybe, but I don't know. But if I take this, I'm getting 50 extra damage every 2 seconds. Plus that little lens is going to hit harder. So we're going to take this. We're going to let our dudes do their pulsate for me, friends. I'll never tell my real life friends to pulsate for me. I'll go to jail or something. Yeah, this is pretty nuts. I like this kind of a lot. Refraction. Oh, hey, best friends. We're going to take that for the fire rate. And we know we have this one, so we know it's their fire rate is going to be increased, and it's going to be more burning and more lightning. At this point, we may even have enemies that do shoot at us, but they're all just dying too fast. Well, I thought I had a boss down there. I was all excited. No, it was... Oh, look, there's a guy shot at me. I guess they are here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I can't even see on my screen. It's pretty cool. At this point, none of this matters at all. We're going to take the summon attack speed just because, you know, this doesn't matter. Don't have a last ammo, don't reload, don't have a last ammo. I don't care about that. So, all right, cool. Summon attack speed. I guess, you know, with having the ghost wizard or whatever, maybe it is cool to have him attack faster. Sure. It doesn't matter. None of it matters anymore. This build's been broken for the last 10 minutes of the run. So you can at this point, you could probably just like skip. None of it makes a difference. Well, we want to be as overpowered as possible. So we're elite gamers. We're 20 minute till dawn sweats. We have 1 minute left before the boss. And I'm getting motion sick from all of the shake. Well, yeah, I'll say it now. If you like this video, you know, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe or something. Don't take refraction, just bounce for fun. Subscribe means a lot. You know, watching the video means a lot. Drop it a comment. All the support you can give is really cool. Definitely appreciate it. If you have any tips of other builds you'd like to try out, whether they're meme builds or actual broken crap like this, drop it in the comments. I'll give it a shot. See what we come up with here. I'm gonna keep playing this game for a while. I like my roguelikes. I like to 100% them, and I have a lot of work left to go in this game, so there will probably be a lot of videos left on this one. 100%ed Vampire Survivors and Brotato recently. Had a lot of fun with Vampire Survivors. Brotato has never made me want to throw my computer out the, maybe want to throw my computer out the window more than any other game ever. We will take this one here because it did more burn for the next 2 seconds of this run. Brotato was fun. I thought the gameplay was incredible, but I thought that it was incredibly difficult compared to a lot of other games I've played. I do like a good challenge, but that game punished me for a while. And I felt like the RNG just got worse the more you played because you unlocked more stuff that could fill up your loot. So finding like the build exactly that you wanted was hard. But it was fun. Vampire Survivors is really great. I think that's a fantastic game. It won a lot of awards, and I'm very happy that it did so because it's very awesome. Admittedly, I rated 10 minutes till dawn, the prequel or the beta for this or whatever it was, very badly. I hated it, but I think they've done a really good job in this game. But anyways, yeah, so that's the build. Go hard into lightning, hard into fire rate, really hard into fire, and hard into frost, and get those synergies. Get overload, get frostfire, maybe get generator at the end, and this run plays itself. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I will catch you all in the next one.